Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the call. It is Monday, October 6th, and I'm delighted to see your beautiful faces, whether it's the pictures or on live as you're able to turn your camera on. Just thrilled to see you all. Happy October, and thank you to everyone who's going to be watching the recording. I am delighted to be with you tonight. And tonight we're going to be talking about chapter 6 of the Multiply Method. By the way, has anybody bought the book, The Multiply Method? Yes, and you have it. Excellent. Diane, you have it too. Amazing. Ladies, I think it's worth getting because the chapters are it's such an easy read, but it's full of really helpful information. So, I think it's kind of like a handbook. It's really that kind of simple and great. So this chapter 6 today is customer acquisition and retention, how to get customers and keep them. And is it recording? Can you tell if it's recording? I thought it was. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, good. I remember saying I was going to start the recording, but all of a sudden I was like, maybe I did not press the button. Hello, Allison Parker. You look beautiful in green. I saw you, quickly saw you before you. There you go. Hello, hello. So, we always hear about facts tell, stories sell. Yes, we're all familiar with that expression. So I would love us to start off the call today. Can someone please share a product story? So did anybody have a problem that our products shared, that one of our products shared? One of our products solved. Sorry, one of our products.
You sure you didn't take that muscle relaxer before?
They did say the steroid might do funny things to me too, so
I'm
gosh,
teasing you, my darling.
but it's true. But Polly, you probably have a story. You probably
Yeah, for sure. I
would.
mean, for me, it's the whole reason that I'm doing this as a business was because I was introduced by someone in one of my I was teaching a body pump class and she brought me the RE9 line 20 years ago and said, try this. It's anti-aging. That's all she said. And I tried it, and I had worked actually as a fitness person on a cruise ship in the Mediterranean for a while. And so my skin, I'm very fair, and my skin had gotten extremely damaged because I was younger and I thought I didn't need to put sunscreen on like all the time, just at once in the morning. But I was always outside and doing stuff. And the products changed my skin so much that even though I said no to the business, people were asking me, what are you doing? Have you had work? And I was like, no, it's just these products. So I just kept sending them to my sponsor, Andrea. And she finally said, I can keep making the money, or we can both make money. And that's the whole reason I'm doing this business, because the products work so well that like people were asking me, what are you doing? You're glowing. Your face looks so good. So thank God for bad skin before that.
But did you look like you had bad skin beforehand?
I mean, I think I just had it. I mean, it was 20 years ago, so I was 45. And so I think I just had like just so many dark age spots from the sun, even at 45. So yes, it was,
Yeah.
my skin was definitely in need of just, dark spots.
Yep.
And yeah, but
Yep.
the products, and then just no, it wasn't glowing, and, it was drier and just not refreshed looking.
Yeah. Amazing. That's
Yeah.
very good. That's such a good testimonial. Thank you so much, Polly, for sharing that. Sue, I love that you want to share something. Please go ahead.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm overjoyed with their products. I will never stop ranting and raving because I had chronic pain for 16 years. I had acid reflux, like carpal tunnel, trigger finger, hip problems, you name it. I had it, skin rashes. And when I did the 30 days to healthy living, when I was 53 and going through menopause and gaining weight, and it was like throwing gas on the fire. I have autoimmune disease. I don't know if I said that. Anyway, I lost weight, but the greatest thing was it completely eradicated all of my chronic pain. I had it zero. I have no pain. I have had zero pain in 6 years. And then when I started using the skin care, yesterday, for instance, I was launching a new consultant, and one of her clients, I never go out and say I'm almost 60. I say, when I started Arbonne and I went through menopause at 53, and and then they start doing math. You can watch their little heads spin like, wait, she's not 53. She's older than 53. Her skin looks amazing. Like, it's just fun to watch their little wheels turn. So I can say the skincare has totally rejuvenated. Like, I feel like I am anti-aging. I'm aging backwards. So,
Love it.
so I love it all.
That is fantastic, Sue. And I think that is like why I asked that question is for us all to kind of reconnect to that story, the story aspect, which is so very powerful because having customers, not just when they order for the first time, but be able to have them constantly and, in a very loyal way come back to you is because they trust you and they trust that we will help them solve whatever and continue to help whatever problem comes up, whether it's a skin thing or an energy thing or a digestion thing or a hair thing, whatever it is. It's very, very powerful. And Sarah says in the book, she says, customer acquisition is keeping the front door open. Customer retention is closing the back door. Being able to keep customers for a very long time, that is amazing. And, when you think about customers you've had for a long time, and in fact, I'd love for you to drop like some kind of heart or something in the chat if you have someone who's been ordering from you for more than 6 months in a repetitive way. And I know we've got people here who've been in Arbonne for a long time. So hopefully we're going to see a lot of people who have repeat customers and they keep coming back because we are showing people that we see them, that we care, and that we're here for the long game. I absolutely love that. And that kind of the power of that maybe, oh, I love it, you guys. I'm so happy to see that. I love that we have the power to create trust in people. And if you do something like if you do mail outs or email or in a card or project broadcast, I would find a sentence that's applicable for you that is in your verbiage that indicates that you are always there for them and that you're not going to quit Arbonne in 3 weeks. Do you know what I mean? Like that they know you are their Arbonne person. And it can become like a tagline, like, mine is your Arbonne fairy godmother. Have something that's a tagline to you that just communicates either literally or subliminally that this is not kind of a wishy-washy commitment on your part. You are invested in them. The other important sentence that really comes from, you've heard this before, but that comes from in this chapter is serve before you sell. Isn't that powerful? Serve before you sell. She reminds us that when we lead with genuine curiosity, asking questions, listening for what someone needs, the sale becomes just kind of a natural outcome. Oh, and wait a minute. I see that. Hold on, Kristen. Hold on. For some reason, the chat just disappeared. Steph, you are like a fairy godmother. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's literally what I say. Thank you, Kristen. It really is. It's kind of like part of my identity. And I remember once asking Polly, like, maybe it's not serious enough, like being an Arbonne fairy godmother. Well, who the heck cares? I'm sticking with it because it makes me happy, and hopefully it makes people happy in some way. It is me. Yes, it's part of my identity. So as you are thinking about your business, and maybe this is something you just put on the computer, on a sticky note. Instead of thinking, what can I sell? We shift that to who can I help today? Who can I help today? And I know, Polly, you and I were talking about that earlier today as something that was kind of a theme from the Nashville Roadshow. Who can I help today? Because it is all about helping people feel better, glow brighter, have more energy, more confidence, and more peace. So I want to also draw your attention to what she talks about in this book about sampling, because she says sampling, what is her goal? Hold on. A sample without a name is money down the drain. A sample without a name is money down the drain. And we all know that, right? We all know that we never give out a sample without getting somebody's information back. And she has some very good, verbiage around that, which is around like the scenario of meeting somebody where you want to offer them a sample. The distinction is she doesn't give samples like try this and then you'll see if you can buy if you want to buy it. She doesn't do it for that way. She doesn't use samples in that way. She uses samples to further a connection with somebody. So the 3 C's, which are, we've always heard this, compliment, conversation, connection. Compliment, conversation, connection. For example, thanks for your great service today. How long have you worked here? Right? That's a very basic thing. We've always learned how to say that. Thanks for your great service today. How long have you worked here? And we continue the conversation. That was the compliment. We continue the conversation by saying something like, do you love what you do? Is this full-time work for you or part-time? Just you're showing a genuine interest in whoever you're engaged in talking with. And the connection is this. I loved chatting with you today, and I'd love to leave you with a little gift. If you promise me you'll use it, I promise I'll follow up and stay in touch. Are you on social? What do you think? Do you like that verbiage? I like that verbiage a lot. I'll repeat it. So I've loved chatting with you today, and I'd love to leave you with a little gift. If you promise me you'll use it, I promise I'll follow up and stay in touch. Are you on social? And doesn't that change the whole dynamic? You're not begging someone to try your product. You're like, I've got a little gift for you. Page 149, if you have the book. Yay, Diane. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. So good. Very, very smart. And then you can tell them more about the sample. You can connect on social media. You set the follow-up appointment, and then you actually follow up. Here's another example she gives. You compliment them with, I love that bag. Can I ask, where did you get it? You continue the conversation by asking questions, being generally interested in them. And at the end of your conversation, you connect and say, I've loved chatting with you today, and I'd love to leave you with a little gift. If you promise me you'll use it, I promise I'll follow up and stay in touch. Are you on social? And you repeat the same thing. You connect, you tell them a little bit more about the product, and I would use the link to your app so that you can tell when they've actually looked at the information, and just really make sure you follow up. And she and her team use a lot of before and afters and testimonials. So I think for a while we kind of shied away from our before and afters, but if you go look to the Healthy Living Simplified page, the add, tag, and message, they have a whole system of how they do that. But if you don't want to necessarily bring someone immediately into that page, you yourself go into that page, Healthy Living Simplified, and there's lots of before and afters there that are approved by Best. And also in, I think in the source, there are some as well. So if you, as part of your follow-up, and even like before they're trying the product, even when they're going home and you're connecting with them on social or through text, you're giving a testimony. My client Sarah loves this. My husband loves this product. this gave this person more energy. And like one of the homework things that we could do tonight, tomorrow, set yourself a note to do tomorrow, is reach back to your loyal customers and the ones who love the product, who are, really getting the benefits, and ask them for a testimonial and ask them for permission to use that. And in your social media or in your email blasts that you make for people, or however you market yourself and your business and your products, include the testimonial in there. Because at the essence of every single purchase, we are asking, will this work for me? That's the thing that everybody wants to know. It's not so much about the ingredients. That's the facts, right? Some people really want the facts. The majority of people want a story of how it changed somebody's life. So like your story, Sue, like your story, Polly, that is so powerful. So our job is to have a product story. Our job is also to have a business story. What has the business done for you? And maybe the business is the community aspect. Maybe the business is the personal development. Hello, Adina Pickle. I see you in your car. Maybe the business is an extra $500 a month. Whatever it is, that's what's going to help people kind of move the needle and jump in. And also in that follow-up message, or when you actually do the follow-up, and hopefully it will be not just a text, but a phone call or a quick FaceTime, you're also helping them know the benefits of the 90 days to fall in love. So there's no impediment between them becoming a customer, and then in your excellent customer service in the follow-up, once they've purchased, you are converting them into somebody who will always be comfortable coming to you if they need to make a switch or if they just want to keep getting the best deal. So one of the questions that kind of a system that she uses at the follow-up, once somebody has tried the product, she calls it my simple selling system. This is on page 152. When someone expresses interest in my product, I go through the following steps of my customer acquisition system. And I was thinking of this even as a possibility of without giving somebody a sample. So let's say you're somewhere, you're on the plane, you're talking to somebody, they notice your glowing skin and they ask you about your products. Like, what do you do? What do you do with your products? She says, recommendation, validation, and enrollment. So I first start with a recommendation, then I provide a validation that the products work, and lastly, I lead them to an enrollment. So the recommendation is this. Anytime someone inquires about my product, I say, I'd love to make a recommendation for you. If you could change one thing about your skin or your health or your makeup routine, whatever it is that you're selling, what would it be and why? So rather than starting at telling somebody, well, we've got this amazing 5-step Derm Results Advanced, it's so fabulous, blah, blah, blah. Ask them, if you could change one thing about your skin, whatever, so let's say Derm Results Advanced, if you could change one thing about your skin, what would it be and why? And people are going to give you the exact information that you need to show them how Arbonne can solve the problem. The validation, she says this is where people make the mistake of selling or giving too much information, which can lead to overwhelm. Instead, send a recommendation with a few testimonials or before and after pictures that go along with the product that you're recommending. And you can say this also, great verbiage. You're going to love this product. Our customers love it too. Check out these results. So simple. You're going to love this product. Our customers love it too. Check out these results. So, for instance, if you were highly organized, you would have a photo album or collection on your phone, of pictures prepare that. Have all that organized so that wherever you are, whether you're sitting on the plane or in a coffee shop, like wherever we are, and you're in conversation with people, and they give you compliments on your skin, say, thank you so much. I represent an amazing skincare brand. I'd love to ask you if there's one thing you could change, what would it be and why? They're going to tell you, amazing. I'd love to make this recommendation. Our customers love these products. Take a look at this and then pull up your phone. And that does a couple of things. A, it's third-party validation. B, it stops you from talking too much. Let them have the reaction to what they're seeing. And thirdly, it shows how simple the business is. Because, you know, some people are going to join your business just out of the blue because they're looking for a business. But a lot of people are going to join their business or your business because they have a great experience with the product. And you've heard this time and time again. People are always thinking, they're either thinking, I can do what she does, or I cannot do what she does. And if you have this organized, you know, and you're not like floundering around looking for the before and afters, how amazing would it be? And Dina's like, yeah, we know, Steph, you're constantly floundering around. Oh, you are? You're saying yourself? Well, I am too. I'm like, I'll text you when I'm home because I have no idea where my pictures are and how to find them. And if I don't have my glasses, God help me. But you know what I mean? Like, if we can get organized with this, this is so efficient and powerful. So I would really, really encourage you to kind of keep that in mind. And then the enrollment, the third step. So remember, the first step is recommendation, validation, and then enrollment. And the enrollment is this: create urgency by going right into the sharing an offer or your company guarantee. So for instance, you know, we have another until the 15th for our daily essentials. We have so let's say you're having a conversation with somebody about the daily essentials or the protein. If you've asked them if there's one thing they could change about their health and they're like, oh my God, I wish I would eat a better breakfast, or, you know, I'm lacking in energy and I'm just not feeling right. I'd like to focus on my nutrition. Then use the daily essentials because that's a limited time offer, and add that there's a 90 days to fall in love. And I can offer you free shipping today. Would you like to give it a try? And her sentence, would you like to give it a try, is the magic sentence. And then she writes, you have not if you ask not. And time again, we have heard that the majority of people don't buy or don't join because they have not been asked to actually do it. So this is where your mindset, you're really taking that chatter of, oh no, they probably don't want to buy, and oh no, they don't have money, like all the stories that we have about what other people are going to do or not do, those go out the window. Would you like to give it a try? Stop talking. And then if they say yes, great, let's get you started now. It just takes a minute. And practice, if you need to practice, on how to sign up somebody quickly or, you know, efficiently. Practice. Nothing wrong with practice. So that is kind of the system. She talks about there's 5 questions to ask when you're following up with established customers, and I'll get to that in a minute. But she says, treat your customers like royalty and they will give you loyalty. This has been my mantra since I started my business. It's no wonder our team has served millions of customers and done billions of dollars in sales. It's why a majority of our customers upgrade to being business partners and create their own sales teams. This is how our business has multiplied. So if you are that systematic, my friends, with this, you will start seeing, hopefully we will all start seeing, the duplication of it because it takes away the icky factor of what do I say next? What happens next? Okay, so here are the 5 questions. Oh, sorry, before I get to that, I did want to read you this section. So think about your own customer service experiences. Like, is there somewhere where you go and you receive excellent customer service? Are you loyal to a brand or to a shop or to your, I don't know, a massage therapist, a dentist, whatever? Think about the kind of customer service that you like and that makes you feel seen. So she gives this example. So she talks about this guy, Travis. He always goes above and beyond when it comes to customer service. Travis will text me, or she says, therefore, my connection with him never feels transactional, but relational. Travis will text me just to see how our family's doing, or wish me a happy Mother's Day or birthday. One day I even showed up to a team retreat and saw he had sent flowers to us to wish us a great time. The result? I go out of my way to give Travis my business, not just to shop with him, but also to refer other people to him. When Travis reaches out to share a special or something he thinks I would love, I appreciate it. He's earned my business by going out of his way to build a relationship with him, and I trust him. Now let me tell you about a text I received from a woman at a different department store, someone who only texts me when there's something she wants me to buy. Does that sound familiar? I look at it totally differently because our relationship is transactional, which actually isn't a relationship. To be honest, I usually don't respond to her. Nobody wants to be sold to, but people are compelled to do business with you when you prioritize a relationship with them. Travis has earned the right to message me with something he thinks I would love because he's focused on relationship over revenue, people over profit. And at the end of the day, he's a person with whom I love doing business. So ask yourselves, are your interactions, do they feel transactional or do they feel relational? So the 5 questions with your existing customers, number 1, how are you loving the product? Not, are you liking the product? How are you loving the product? Number 2, what are you low on that I can help you replenish this month? What are you low on that I can help you replenish this month? Number 3, can I share something new or an exciting offer with you? Can I share something new or an exciting offer with you? Get their permission so you're not blasting. Number 4, as a distributor, I get great benefits. Are you interested in learning more about that? Remember, these are the follow-ups with established customers. And number 5, I build my business on referrals. Do you know anyone who the product or business would be great for? I build my business on referrals. Do you know anyone who the product or business would be great for? Very different from saying, do you know anybody who would be interested in selling Arbonne? Right? Much more powerful. Do you know anyone who the product or business would be great for? So we are life changers, hope givers, hope dealers. So that is chapter 6. So think about testimonials, before and afters, getting organized in your phone. Think about your personal story and how you can incorporate that in email or just bought the book. Amazing. Yeah, Polly, it's really good. It's just like a manual. It's very, very beneficial. Yes, number 4, Dawn. Sure. Number 4 is as a distributor, so as a consultant, I get great benefits. As a consultant, I get great benefits. Are you interested in learning more about that? You're welcome. And I would also, everybody, like kind of So the homework for all of us is get your before and afters organized. Put them somewhere that's easy for you to have. Maybe in the app. Maybe you can bring them into the app. Because there is like your own media section, right? In the Arbonne app. Then you can ask your people for testimonials and have them ready to go. You could make a little Canva, you could make a little slide, however you want to do that, or you could just add them to photos. And then I would take those 5 questions and contact all of your PCs and have a plan for that. But before you ask those questions, send a little bit of love their way. Sprinkle a little of your fairy dust on your clients. So you're building those relationships. Yes, Sean, I saw you smiling at that, at the sprinkling the fairy dust. It is worth your time, and it is what makes Arbonne such a rewarding business when you're in the relationship aspect and not just the transactional aspect of it. So that is it, my friends. Oh, and Diane says, yes, the book reads like conversation, well written and broken down in small bites. Exactly. It is so, so good. Thank you, Roma. Okay, fantastic. I'm just looking to see in case I missed anything. What's the name of the book? Okay, yes, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fantastic. All right, my beautiful friends, we've got Claire back next week. I so appreciate your time. Thank you for hopping on. And is everybody feeling good about the new back office? Have you explored the back office? Yes? Excellent. Takes a little bit of getting used to, but you know what, Adina Pickle? Adina Pickle. You know what, everybody? You can do anything you set your mind to. So even though it's different, maybe there's a learning curve, but you can handle it. Never doubt it. You can handle it. All right, my beautiful friends. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week. Mwah. Kristen, hope you're okay. Hope you're okay. 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 Bye, loves. Bye.